Brooke from the Junk Parlor. Welcome to my channel. So in today's video, we're gonna go thrifting. So we are knee deep in the middle of wrestling season. Actually, I should rephrase that and say we are towards the end of wrestling season. But whenever I have to travel, I always try to work in stopping at a few thrift stores. And so I had to go a couple of towns over, and I decided, hey, I'm gonna go a little bit early and hit up a couple of thrift stores. So first, I'm going to take you with me, and then I will show you what I actually brought home.
Now this is a really good price. It's only $5.99. It's a nice sturdy old ironing board. These are great for setting up at shows. You can put bookcases on top of them and get your things up, higher, more eye level. And they're just nice to have in case a piece of furniture sells in your store or at your booth. You can pop this up and get things off the floor. Here's a nice nativity set, and I kind of like the cow, but of course his ear's broken. He's already had his horn broken, and these are actually marked Atlantic molds. There is a sheep, but I don't like him as much. It's kind of skinny face. I do like Lazy Susan's. This one's a little bit wobbly. It does have a sticker on the back calling it walnut, but there's actually not a price tag on it, so I guess I'm gonna need to see if it gives you a description to appear on the shelves. And this is actually a bunch of old hooks. This might need to come home with me. Oh my goodness, isn't that cute? It's a little Noah's Ark cradle. My grandma used to have one that wasn't Noah's Ark, but it was just a cradle. It's $84.99, and we would play hide and seek in it all the time. But this is cute. Always check and see what the ugly flowers are in, because I think this is a McCoy, even though it just says USA on the bottom. It's $15.29, but I think I'm gonna get it. I was expecting these to be plastic, but they're not. They're mold. Here it says 1959, because I just saw some. This says $12.29. I just saw some very similar to this, and they were plastic. Okay, here's the back of it. It says Greg Hansen, which I actually know a Greg Hansen, and he's older than I am, so I'm not sure that this is him, but it is $5.29, but I think it's pretty. And not bad for $5. This is a cute basket, and it's priced right at $3.99. Some of this hammered iron, $10.29. A little pricey. Another one of the praying hands. We've got a little bit of damage there, but otherwise that one is a good one. They have $7.29 on it. Okay, I just dropped this guy. Not bad, not an A+ artist though, but I do like that it's a pheasant. If it was a better one, I think I would get this. Here's the back of it. It cracks me up. So that says $19. It was done in 1995. Value is $15. And they priced it at $17.29. It's different. It is lidded. Actually, both sides have a hole in it. It's $15.29. What is it? Tell me down in the comments. Is it really supposed to be together? They were taped together. Can't tell. I don't think they fit together. Let's just see what we have on prices here. So we got a glass insulator for $4.29. It's an Armstrong. That's like not even a popular brand, I don't think. We got a rain gauge here, very lightweight, for $24.29. An organizer. It is plastic, and I don't see a price tag on that. Kitty cat here. I do like the little open boot. Its ear is damaged. It even says Italy. Interesting. I was not expecting that for $9.29. This back here is $39.29, the radio.
So our meet was over in Urbandale, and I actually went to Urbandale Goodwill, and Mini Hands was actually in Grimes, I think. I will put the addresses for the places that I shopped down here in the description. So just know anytime we go thrifting, even if I don't purchase anything from the place, or even just I don't film, if it's the same day, I'm going to put that location down below for you. That way, if you're traveling to the Des Moines, Iowa area, you know where I like to go or where I've gone. And then if you're local to the Des Moines, Iowa area, maybe I'll show you some places that you haven't gone, because honestly, recently, whenever somebody sees me and stops me, that has probably been the most common thing. Like, hey, you went shopping here and I never even heard of it, and I thrift in Des Moines all the time. So for that reason, I put all of the addresses down below. So went to Goodwill, and I do like this Goodwill. I just don't normally go there. So, you know, I feel like we're creatures of habits and we go in the same locations generally, but this Goodwill is one that I buy stuff at a lot. So the only thing that I came home with this trip was this old coat rack, and I love it. Look at the nice cast iron hooks on it. They have all of their pieces. And then honestly, I guess I don't even know what you do on the bars. Are you setting a hat up there? Definitely can Google image search it, but if you want to explain to me what these rods are, that would be great. I mean, maybe you hanger on it and put your coat in, maybe a hat or tie on this type of hook. I'm not sure. So it does have a couple eyes here for easy hanging, so that is always nice. And it almost looks like the board is in half, but because of the eyes, I don't think so. But you can see somebody has also mounted it using holes here on the side of the wood. And to me, that just means that was where the stud was. They wanted to hang it in this location, and either the eyes or the edge of the board, we're going to put them in the studs, which if you have you know, a particular husband or a particular dad, you might hear them in the back of your head telling you if you're going to hang something, hang it in a stud. I know I do. But the decorative board on the back is grooved on the sides and the bottom. And this one is just kind of a good example. Sometimes, you know, I would find cast iron hooks like this, and they have kind of a different style of hook there on the back. And this is kind of showing you how that is actually utilized. Because if you don't have a board to set that on, then it's not going to be flush to the wall. So great condition on this shelf. And all of the goodies that I come home with, we're doing something new in 2025. They will be over on the website. So when this video goes live, you can also go over to the junkparlor.com and shop. Everything from the most recent video will be under new arrivals, because on my website, everything is categorized. So if you are interested in anything you see in today's haul, be sure to go over and check that out at thejunkparlor.com. So the cast iron hooks will be available. Then I'm not sure if I will end up putting this on the website or not at this time, just because I'm not sure what the profit margin is. I couldn't tell if this was old or new. I mean, I've talked about this. Equestrian things are super hot right now. And I actually have a game plan on what I'm going to do in my son's room when my daughter goes to college and everybody flip-flops around. And it is going to be equestrian theme, whether that is trending or not. I like it, and I've hoarded a few things for it. This was $3.29, and I don't even remember. The hook was just like in the standard wood price. So like $4.49 or $5.49, you know, just when they have the signs there that are just generic. It wasn't like specially priced. I'm not sure on this. I feel like because of what the bottom looks like, that looks new to me. Maybe I don't know anything, but it looks new to me. So I need to do a little bit of research. I got this for $3.29. And like I said, if it is newer and there's not a whole lot of profit margin, I will probably just keep it for myself, but you can always check the website. The other thing that I picked up at Mini Hands was this McCoy planter. So I already have a couple that are white. One is matte and one is more glossy. And I only pick them up if they are very affordable because it is something that probably at least temporarily I am going to keep. And one thing that I have learned, and really I learned this from a girlfriend, that to go down all of the silk, floral, greenery things with all the plants, because sometimes there are ugly flowers in good vintage vessels. And this was a prime example. And actually, these flowers don't even bother me. I just don't think they go together, and I'm not really a faux flower person. Honestly, I might even just throw these outside for a summer to set on the porch just to pretend that they're flowers. And I'm also super excited because if you've watched me for very long, then you know I've been wanting to get some Spanish moss at the thrift store. And of course, because I have been looking for it, they haven't had any. I will take all this Spanish moss and put it where I am needing some for my plants. So this one is not marked McCoy. It just has USA at the bottom. And it was $15.29, which is a great price because these Jardine quilted pattern McCoy planters go for much more than that. So I might change my mind and sell this because even though green is my favorite color, I kind of already mentally started planning doing some matte white pottery planters and hoarding them for myself to kind of make a collection. But you know how it is. Sometimes it's just fun to switch out your decor. And of course, this is going to go really well with all of the other pieces that I have. They're just typically smaller things that I keep. Another thing that I picked up at Many Hands was this cheetah. And you might be like, Brooke, why are you picking that up? And I honestly don't know, other than I liked it. It just called my name. It's painted on burlap, and then it's in this black mat, but you could easily take this and for shipping purposes, I was just thinking not selling it with the mat so I could roll it up like a poster and put it in a tube and sell it that way. But I don't know, I just really liked it. I think in a good frame it would look cool, or even just hung kind of like a clothesline with some pins. I could see that as well. So Many Hands, this was $1.29, and Many Hands a lot of times has things from other countries. I feel like they have a program, especially this one that was in Grimes. And on the back of it, which I didn't even read because when I saw it was $1.29, I'm like, I'm getting it. Fair trade, hand painted in Tanzania, imported by Tanzania Ebony Handicrafts. It's an original painting. It's signed. It has like 70 on it, so I don't know if that's a 1970 or if that even matters to me, but I do think it is good, a good painting, even though it is on burlap. I just think in the right house, this would look awesome. Okay, so that's all I got in today's little haul. I mean, I went to 2 places and I came home with 4 things. That's not bad. Even if you didn't like anything from today's haul, you can always go over to thejunkparlor.com because I have hundreds of items over there. So I hope you enjoyed going thrifting with me and seeing some new places that I don't typically go. And I want to see you back here next week. So be sure to click that bell so you get notified when a video comes out. Thanks for watching, guys.